There we go. So as an inspiration that came through for both Aleteya and me for this journey, because every journey is completely different, is golden dragons and Tara. So Tara, there is many different emanations of Tara. So you have about 21 different emanations of Tara. And so I just want to mention that, so that for the journey that we're going to do, that you have some pre-impression or some visions or messages or anything coming through while we're going to speak about it a little bit. So for the journeys, you have your own unique journey. So whatever comes through for you, it might be completely different than dragons or Tara. That is your journey. So both Aleteya and me, we have a lot of light beings around us, from birth, from our work, from the things we do, from the now, from the journey that wants to come in now, from many different lineages and many different light beings. And so, and you have the same. So you might have your spiritual guides coming through, or you might have one of ours coming through that we didn't mention right now, but that is present. So just because I'm mentioning Taras and golden dragons, it doesn't mean that if you don't see them that you're not doing it right, or that something is happening or something is not right. Okay, so just to tune in for the Taras, it's very much like I had a kind of a little revelation about an hour ago during meditation about the light codes, you know, the subatomic level in the DNA, where there is light codes, and there's an amazing amount of light codes that we have in the body and that we are carrying since a very long time. So the land Earth was called Tara before. She was in a very high state of awareness. We have been falling ever since. But this is a long time ago, and there was no human bodies yet. And so then all the different Stargate families created a body with a lot of different DNA altogether. So we're a mix of Sirians, Pleiadians, Arcturians, like you name them, like many different ones. And so, and again, this is just one perception. This doesn't need to be the truth or anything like that. This is just, you know, how it comes in now. So this land was called Tara. And so Tara means star or tree in a very ancient language. And so Tara, came also from a very ancient planet. They called it Karnak. And so she went through a whole different reincarnation pattern before she actually became this enlightened feminine teacher. And so the 20th emanation, that is the little revelation that I had, was two ways. One of them was that the Egyptians always work with Thoth the Atlantean, they work with Osiris, they work with Isis, Horus, a lot of different deities or gods or goddesses, Sekhmet and everything. And the funny thing is that what a lot of people don't know is that they are representing chromosomes in our DNA. So I had a revelation about chromosomes and DNA and light codes and the way that they are all linked on the subatomic level or on chromosome level in our RNA DNA. And when you work with Tara or you work with these Buddhist deities, it's not like they're coming out from somewhere outside. It's like they're emanating, they're coming forth from, for example, your heart space or from the void, like the mystic void, the nothingness, you know, that everything is just nothing. It's infinite potential. It's not nothing as like nothing, but it's this nothingness. And so a lot of times these emanations come forth from our heart, and so they come forth from our DNA. So I had this little revelation about the 20th Tara, which is the Tara of, let me see to say it right, because a lot of different traditions speak about her, and I like this one. So it speaks about her and says, the 20th emanation says, I am the one whose radiance removes viral epidemics. So this is very interesting, right? So this is from ancient times, this is even before she was called Tara. Is this emanation, 20th one, she's golden in color, is the one who removes viral epidemics. How interesting is that? Seriously. So in that sense, not only does she free humanity through wrathful appearances, so she's like wrathful joy. So it's not only like ha ha ha, you know, like that, but it's like rah, like there's this thunder or this laugh coming out, and it's like, you know, when she laughs, it's like, okay, you know, that's okay. Tara has laughed, like everything has shaken, you know. So in that sense, it's like with wrathful appearance or it might for you, like, and this is very interesting with Tara, is she has all these different emanations. So if you're a wrathful person like me, for example, she will show up more wrathfully. If I have a peaceful phase or a peaceful moment, or for a peaceful person, she will appear peaceful. So depending on your phase of your life, or what you need, or how you need to be tamed, or how you need to be ignited or energized, or whatever, all these gods and goddesses and deities show themselves in different forms. So I just wanted to tell you that about how she, so from her eyes, it's like a blasting sunlight comes out. So it's like emanates this light, and it just like disseminates, or I don't know how you say it, there's a beautiful word for it. It just like, you know, any viral disease, any virus, anything, just, so if it comes to you, again, it might not, but if it comes to you as a group, you just kind of empty yourself, and then you kind of like can, you know, have your own way of communication with her, and you can say, okay, let's do that. I don't mind becoming you for a moment. And then you just emanate that golden light, or whatever form or shape she takes. So what I like is that she says, my eyes blaze with the rising sun of Shambhala, and I show the way to our next golden age of miracles. That's amazing, the golden age of miracles. And then one other thing is the 17th aspect of her, but again, you can just forget about it, but it's nice to mention it, is that she also dissolves viruses. And what's very interesting, and the 6th emanation is what she calls the golden dragon light body. That's, again, I had a revelation about an hour ago. So golden dragon light body. How amazing is that? So if anything of this comes to you, just kind of invite it in, allow it in if you feel like it. Never go there because we just mentioned it. So you're like, oh, golden dragon, yeah, okay, and then you get burned. You know, you have to know your own limit. Like, don't play around with it, like, you know, unless you're sure what you're doing. But then again, you don't need to be afraid of it either, because when you're in your innocence, like this is how all of these powers work. They work through your innocence, and we all carry that innocence. It's never touched. That's our divinity. It's pure innocence, pure divinity, and we're always linked to it. So that is what I wanted to say for the journey. And I think we can go in, right, Aleteya? Can we go in? Yeah, cool. Okay, so there we go. Cool. So let's start with, you can have your eyes half open, half closed. Just really, if you can, have your back straight. If you're laying down or if you're sitting, that's all good. Just try to have your back straight. Because one of the emanations of Tara is also about Kundalini. So, you know, whenever you start working with her, all kinds of things can happen. So you want to have your back straight. Just relax. Let's empty our minds, and especially so in the beginning, let's empty all of the expectations that we're having for this journey. Expectations usually just work against whatever we're going to experience, because we get attached to a certain experience, we get attached to a certain expectation. So let's just breathe in and out and just kind of observe your breath going in and out of the body. So you're breathing through your nose, you have your tongue up on the palate, touching the teeth. And if you can't, then you just imagine that you're breathing through the nose. But if you can, just close your mouth and observe your breath going in and out of the body. And while you do that, you automatically feel, see, sense, know how all your expectations are dropping off of your body, of your mind, of your emotions, all your efforts, the effort of being alive, the effort of being alive on this planet, just all drops down from your breath, from your body. All the identities that we take on, all the I, this sense of I, just let it just drop gently and easily while you're observing your breath going in and out of your body. All these identities, I am like this, I am not like that. All the emotions we identify with, I am feeling like this, I am not feeling like that. All these thoughts that we identify with, I am thinking this, so I am like that. Etc., etc. Just letting it go. Just observing our breath, moving in and out of the body, completely naturally, completely automatically. So you're really becoming this effortless breath. And so feel, see, sense the stillness of your physical body. And by connecting your awareness to the stillness of your physical body, you feel how you're dropping your awareness, you're falling almost into a very deep stillness of your being. You feel, see, sense that sometimes we disconnect, we connect, we disconnect, but at a certain point, it really is almost like you fall. You have reached the base, you have reached unbounded space. There is no more disconnection. You are that stillness. You are that silence. Be aware of that silence within your body, within your being. There's a deep silence. Listen to that silence. And you feel, see, sense that by being aware of this silence, by being aware of this stillness, you are charging. You're charging your physical body and you're charging your being by being connected to Source directly. This stillness, this silence is our true nature, is Source. Just for a moment, while you're resting, while you're abiding in this stillness and this silence, Just for a moment, just self-reflect and just realize how often we are disconnected from this source, from this space inside, from this divinity that we are. How often do we believe the projections of our mind, the fractal illusions of the world? How often do we give our power away to countries, organizations, regulations, viruses, governments, friends, family, teachers, teachings? Well, the source of all of it is inside. So just for a moment, just go deeper into that space of stillness and silence. And connect to that spaciousness. And this spaciousness, this sacred space, this emptiness, this infinite potential is our true nature, is source. And you might feel or sense or know how by bringing your awareness to this space, there is this sense of energy, a sense of warmth, joy, or just very deep peacefulness. So just for a moment, just feel, see, sense, know that absolutely nothing needs to be done other than connecting to our true nature. All these things we think we need to do, or we need to become, or we can just allow source to spontaneously arise as self, source as self, through this space where we are now. So from this very deep state that we are in now, just for a moment, just feel that this is enough. That everything else that we are going to experience during this journey will come spontaneously from this space that we are holding together, in all these different countries in the sacred space together. So let's see what wants to come through. But the most important is that you stay directly connected to source, sensing, knowing your true nature. So I sense Tara very, very subtle, very quiet. There's a very silent and stillness. But there's also a type of white golden light, very high frequency. So her suggestion is that we can allow that white golden light into our crown chakra, so that's really on top of your head. It could be even a little bit higher than your head, but you can feel it as the top of your head, like a crown almost, but also really in the middle of the head. You can feel, if you feel like it, you could open up to her, or to just pure golden light. It can be her, Tara, as a deity or a goddess, but it can also just be pure golden light, golden white light. There is some diamond light wants to come through as well. So, and the color might change. So for you, it might be pink, pink, orange. Kuan Yin always likes to work with pink, orange. Many different colors, silvery, coppery, rainbow. So just start, if you feel like it, just start opening your crown and letting that light enter you. And as you feel that you are opening, you might feel a little bit of warmth. It might reach your brain. It might even go deeper. Obviously, it always takes a little longer before it goes to the deepest parts of the body in the lower chakras. It's more difficult for the light to go there. But why not open up for it and see how far you can allow it, maybe even into the soles of your feet, your toenails, or really feeling it as it is entering your every cell of your body. And in every cell of your body, there is your DNA. The light wants to enter that as well. So you can allow that. All these things just purely work with awareness. Awareness is the medicine. So if you allow it and you bring your awareness into the cells of your body, you can allow this light to enter and to activate the light codes that you need. There's so many of them. I'm amazed there's so many light codes, it's incredible. And we're just beginning to open them after 4 cycles of 240,000 years. It's incredible the power that is stored in these light codes. So feel, see, sense your golden dragon light body, however that shows itself to you. It could be that you're not feeling anything, that's fine too. Then just rest in that stillness and that silence and that spaciousness that we are in. How is that golden dragon light body activating from the void within you, from your DNA, from your heart space, from your body, from your awareness? I can feel that for some, this is going to take some time. So don't expect it to be like completely immediate. For others, it is pretty immediate. Like, boom, it's just there. But for some of us, it will take some time. But you will know. So maybe in a month from now or a few weeks from now, all of a sudden, bam, you remember it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is the golden dragon light body. And dragons are very strong healers, very strong transmutating healers. There's fire dragons, water dragons, earth dragons, so many different dragons out there. Okay, so we're invited to connect to the 20th emanation of the Tara. And it's funny because the one who just came in saying that, it's the black Tara. So it's the black Tara is again another different emanation, the emanation of power. It's supposedly the 20th emanation is golden. So you can imagine that you are her, or you can imagine that she's next to you, or you can just rest if it doesn't resonate. If it does resonate, then you can become her and help the world by, from your eyes, there is this very strong light rays coming out, creating heaven on earth. And again, this could be rather strong, like she's blazing, her eyes are blazing. She has a thunderous laughter. Or you can just kind of feel how that feels like. How she's blazing like fire and just terminating all viruses that imprison our planet with suffering. And this is not an act of like we are fighting anything. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, I'm fighting the virus. No, it's just being such a sovereign power of light that it just kind of happens. You are so strong, the light is so strong that anything of a lower frequency just dissolves. So we're not stepping into that role of a savior or victims. Nobody is a victim, nobody is a savior. So we're not stepping into that feeling, but we are becoming that golden light, which is naturally and spontaneously such a high frequency that no virus can withstand it. It just dissolves. Within our own body, within our field of awareness, with everyone we are connected to, feel how that light is making, just disseminating that story, that low frequency story. And then feel how that is expanding for the whole of the human collective, everywhere. So much fear, so much violation of civil rights, so much things are happening, just like, you're just breathing your heaven on earth, your golden light, and breathing that from your heart into this planet. You can feel the grid of the hearts, like all the hearts, how all hearts are linked to the human collective, whether they are aware of it or not. You can feel the grids around the planet, the grids in the ancient grids in the planet, the new earth grids, and you can feel how all that light is connected, how we are nourishing that path of light, that essence of light, of golden light. Okay, so stay in this rest, in this being of golden light. Again, like we're not saving anybody, we're just being that golden light. And then we're going to let Aleteya guide us deeper into this journey.
So before I start tapping into the channeling while you were doing all this work, I just want to describe what was shown to me that I was seeing, that the golden dragons were next to me. First HiRa was in front of me, and then she didn't walk around and went in the back. She just like flipped over and was sitting in me to hold mudras around each one of you. So creating many different mudras depending on the person. And the mudras were sent to each one of you depending of the need of the mudras, depending of the healing, the transformation, whatever you are in the process you are in. And she was creating, with the mudras, it was creating a sort of grid that was linking the mudras to each other, but the mudras were connected individually. So I just wanted to say that before tapping into opening the channel and let whatever needs to come in. You have not been used or even able to see yourself as majestic beings, though you are. You are gradually stepping into the awareness and the allowing you to be seen by your own self as the majestic light beings that you already are. It's nothing out of you that you are seeking. It is allowing this original light being to emerge through you once again. It will happen individually and uniquely for each one. There is no one way. But through the different processes, as it becomes more and more normal to be able to find others which you can, or to whom you can communicate it, you can share it. It is not anymore that you are so strange or alienated by the rest, but it becomes more and more normal for you to be holding that spectrum of light that becomes you more and more gradually. And as you share it with others, it becomes more of a natural way to talk of your own self as such. Until now, you have spoken of light beings as them out of you. They are ascended beings, angelic beings, star beings. But you are becoming more and more aware, and you need to see yourself as such, that it is you that you are seeing. You are going to recognize this light beingness as your original self. And this will happen gradually. As we are able now to step more with more ease and with more allowingness from your part for us to step into your field to assist you, but with you allowing it, we do not interfere. We assist as you allow, as you call, as you ask for assistance. So we are able to assist in your own journeys. This journey that you are in is not something that is going to happen to you. You are the journey. You are the holders of these different layers that are becoming seeable, sensible to you once again. The dragons that have been described, that came in a meditation beforehand to the vessel that is assisting us to come forth, have shown that these dragons are in fact part of what you are able to be aware, as part of what you are able to hold once again. Not everybody is going to become a dragon. It is not about that. There are different light forces that are going to assist you in the journey. And the assistance of the dragons in this case is in the healing process. The healing process through the golden dragons disseminates, evaporates, undoes, transforms with you. It doesn't do it to you, but with you, assists you in releasing these layers of densities that have been part of your belief system of you being that human version of the being. The being that is having the human experience is only that, having a human experience. It is not about denying it, no, also honoring that. Becoming fusion, a fusion of the human aspect with the light aspect of yourself. Fusing it makes the densities, the layers that do not serve you anymore and that have been holding you captive or locked into a belief system of what you were, to be released gradually. They need to be seen, they need to be understood, acknowledged. No one's going to do the job for you. We're not here to do the job for you, but we are here to assist you, for you to become masters through the process of the undoing, of the healing, of the transformation, burning out what is no more needed in you. And you become gradually more and more spectrum of that light that you hold within. It's not you plugging into a fuse that your light bulb is becoming lighter and lighter, more full of light. No, it is not fusing. You're not plugging out of you. You are plugging in you. You are becoming that version of light again as you are releasing what is no more needed in your own journey. This is a wonderful time when you allow yourself to just observe, see, and become that observer and see all these different images, these different senses, feelings, these different journeys that happen gradually on and off in you. You will just become aware of what is happening, what you are releasing, what you are becoming aware of. And as you do that, you are going to be able to embrace it all. It is not about releasing a part of you you do not want anymore and push it out with rejection. No, embracing it. As I step into the space to assist you as the Tara, I have 100, 1,000 arms. Every single part of me is assisting you differently in the way that you need. There is no one way. Every single one of you is a unique individual. and is being assisted and is having an individual journey totally different and unique. There is no comparison. There is no need to compare yourselves. Because you are unique. You have an imprint within you, part of your original blueprint, that holds a uniqueness of what you originally are and have become through the journeys that you have had. And each one has developed differently. Even though when you look a field of flowers, they all seem alike, and yet they are all different. They are all unique. Not one is the same than the other. With all the attributes that I hold, assisted by many others, we are able to come forth and hold you, assist you in that journey that you have signed up for. It is the time, the end of an era, and you are stepping into the beginning of a new era. The times you are now in, that stopping point in time and space, is not only allowing you to go through the process. The earth and all her different realms are also going through the process. Nature is reacting to it. And you will then be held by nature when you come out of this lockdown that you call. In reality, this is not a lockdown. It is a retreat. Humanity is having a global retreat. And through this global retreat, you are given this amazing opportunity to really tap into your own selves. With each mudra or mudras that you have received, you will be assisted into the work that these energetic imprints are bringing to your light body, to your emotional body, physical and mental. They individually assist you. So we invite you to feel it, sense it. You might even see it. You might start moving your fingers or your hands and find at a certain point, not now or not tomorrow, it might be next week or it might be in a few days or weeks later. Suddenly you might find a mudra that is very resonating with you. And that will give you the answer that right now you're working with that vibration. It is one of the tools of the many that are available. We will continue in assisting humanity, even if they are not aware of it, because this is the journey that you all have been waiting for. And we thank you for coming forth in these times. Because with this journey, you are finally entering the golden age. The time where humanity is coming out of the dark ages to recover and remember the beings they really are. You have never been limited, but you have believed you were. You have never been disempowered, but you believed you were. Now it is time to step into your own power again. And it's not a power of fighting. It's a power of becoming the ones you already are. In remembering so. In holding that spectrum of light. We already celebrate it. It is not something that is going to happen. It has already happened. But you are going through the experience to be able to be the holder of that experience. Through that, you will be able to help, assist, to teach others when their time comes, or when they will need to understand or receive an explanation of what was going on. What was all this about? You will know. We thank you and we greet you. Namaste.
Beautiful. So powerful. So we're just going to let this message sink into our being. We're going to light ground this journey deeply into our being. So we will do that by, first of all, feeling, seeing, sensing our energy body. And so you can feel, see, sense that through your breath. So just for a moment, just become aware of your breath. And become aware of your body, your physical body. Feel, see, sense your physical body, the chakras, the central channel, through your breath. The central channel runs in the middle of the body, just in front of the spine, really in the middle of the body. From the crown down. So you can guide your breath there if you wish, if you feel that the light has entered you, for example, in the crown, then you can pull it more down into the heart, for example, with your breath. Breathing in and out from your heart. If you feel that somehow some of the chakras below are blocked, then you can breathe that light, that golden light, deeper into the lowest chakras, the root chakra. Really feel how this journey is not only in your DNA, in your cells of your body, but also in those energy centers in the middle of your body. And you can simply do that with your breath. You can visualize the light going from the crown to the third eye, from the third eye to the throat, from the throat to the heart, from the heart to the solar plexus, from the solar plexus to the navel, from the navel to the HiRa chakra, from the HiRa to the root. Just really feel how that energy of this journey, the message of this journey, your experience of it, your unique experience, how you can pull it into a deeper part of your being by visualizing, seeing, sensing, feeling that light streaming through those energy centers. It's like a river that's from up, down, the river wants to flow, and sometimes some of our chakras are a little blocked, and so it blocks the energy. So you just feel with your awareness, you can open those blockages with your awareness, just rest Bring your awareness in those chakras one by one. Just feeling, seeing, sensing that you're really receiving this journey in the deepest parts of your being. So now we are grounding, we are light grounding this journey into our physical body. And from those energy centers, it also enters our emotional body, our mental body, our ego, and our energy bodies. Really feel it deeply entering all that we are. When you get to the level of the ego, sometimes you can feel some resistance there, because the ego is always very scared of something that is new or that is not definable as I, as the ego itself. And so you can just playfully, gently but strictly invite your ego to allow that energy to run through its being completely. Don't go into negotiation, just bring that light into it. And as soon, I mean, that's my own experience, as soon as the ego tastes of that light, tastes of that nectar, tastes of that essence of light, it wants more. Because it feels blissful. So even the ego has no, no way of resisting that beautiful golden light. So feel how that golden light is entering all the parts, different parts of your being. It's really how Aleteya just told us how it's not outside of us, it's inside of us. So it's just a matter of bringing that light into those hidden parts of ourselves, into those parts we don't want to see, the parts we are running away from, the dark, the mysterious, the deep, hidden parts of ourselves. That's where we want to bring this journey into. That's where we want to bring this golden light. And yes, if you feel that you want to do different mudras, you can totally do that. You can really feel how different movements of the hands are bringing in different energies. Okay, so let's go a little deeper now. So you're feeling how you're light grounding that into the deepest parts of your being, into all of the cells of your body. Feel how you're rooting now. Like, so if you're bringing that light through, like it could also be a cord. For men, it's like from the root chakra down. From the women, it's from the HiRa, like 4 finger width length under the navel. From that point down into the center of the earth. Like your grounding cord. It can have different colors But really feel how that golden light goes all the way through that cord. It can even, at this point, it can even clean out like so much. It's like as if you're like in the bathtub, there is this water just going down. It's a bit like that. So it's transmutating, sucking out everything you're ready to let go in that pathway in your body into the earth. And don't worry, the earth really knows what to do with it. She really knows what to do with that energy. She knows you, she knows your name, she knows your body. Your body is hers. Your body is Gaia's child. So you can just light ground and let go of anything you're ready to let go of into that grounding cord and link it to the center of the earth. So the center of the earth is a very, very, very interesting place. Feel how you're, with your awareness, with your grounding cord, you're just grounding all of this experience. And you can feel how, while you're doing that, you're feeling how we are bringing this whole journey into her, into the planet, into her core being, into her heart, into the earth star, into the void of the earth, into her womb, into her void, into her mysterious black nothingness, into Shambhala, into so many different layers in there, but you're really going for the core. So you can feel how all these ancient wisdoms, how now we have linked them with our bodies and our beings, all the centers that we have, all the pathways in our body, with the core of the planet, core of the earth. And feel how from that core, she's going to bring it all and everywhere in the human collective. So you can just, for just a moment, just before we close down, we close the meditation, just feel how our work, without any effort, without doing anything else than being who we are, is now going into the human collective as a golden light from the planet, from the core of Gaia, Mother Earth. Creating this beautiful golden age, creating this beautiful heaven on earth. The golden age of miracles. Beautiful. So you can continue if you wish. But we're going to now bring ourselves back, for those that wish to come back, by just slowly moving your hands and your arms and feeling the seat or the whatever you're sitting or laying or walking on. And just remember that you really want to rest. Maybe drink and eat something. Make yourself, your body comfortable. And welcome back to a whole different reality. you, thank you, thank you.